Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Krishna Prabhupada. So thank you. We are reading from Bhagavad Gita today, Ch-4. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Imam vivashyate yogam tattvamaham vivashyan manave praho manuriksha kave apravi. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, the Supreme Person Godhead said, Imam, this knowledge. This means vivashyate unto Sun God vivashyam. Yogam, yoga. The science of relationship to the Supreme. Uktam, uktam, ukti word, ukti means statement. From uktam, praktavan. Uktavan, praktavan. Instructed. Means said. I said, praktavan, I instructed this to Sun God. And this is abhayam, imperishable. And after that, Vivashan, what? Son Mahavi, the father of mankind. That Manu's name is Vaivashata Manu. Vivashan's son is Vaivashata. Surya, son got Vivashan, his son is Vaivashata. And Praho, Aho means killed, Praho means told. And Manu, this Vivashan, the father of mankind, to Ikshaku, unto the king Ikshaku. Abravit said. The personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the son God Vivashan. And Vivashan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind. And Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshaku. The history of Bhagavad Gita traced from a remote time when it was delivered the royal order of all planets, beginning from the sun planet. The kings of all planets, especially protection of the inhabitants. And there, the Bhagavad Gita, in order to be able to rule the citizens and protect them from material bondage to last. Human life is meant for cultivation of spiritual knowledge in eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the executive head of all states and all planets are obliged to impart this lesson to the citizens by education, culture, and devotion. So, impart this knowledge by education, culture, and devotion. Prabhupada does not using this word holistically. If you want to educate someone, impart knowledge to someone, educate him. Culture and devotion, all three are different. Tell him to do this, how to do this. Culture means one should practice. Without practice, you cannot say. To impart this knowledge, these three things is very important. to impart this knowledge. First, educate. If you do this, how to do this? How to practice that? But at the same time, culture. Whatever you giving instruction, you should practice. And most important thing, with devotion, not artificial. Devotion means like the relationship between a small child and a father. Lovable relationship. Father is obliged to hear his son's demand because he's out of devotional love. But he is not ready to hear other people's any statement. So that is why if you want to impart this knowledge, Krishna is telling, in this chapter we'll find, Bhaktoshime Shakha Cheti. You are my devotee, that is why. In other words, the executive heads of all states are intended to spread the science of Krishna consciousness so that the people may take advantage of this great science and pursue a successful path, utilizing the opportunity of the human form of life. In this millennia, the sun god is known as Vivasha. Every millennium, the different. In this millennium, known as Vivasha. The Vivasha is post. Different person hold this, the king of the sun, which is the origin of all planets within the solar systems. Raja, Shamus Brahma Samhita stated that. Jat Chakshuresha Savita, Sakal Grahana. Savita, sun, is Chakshu, Sakal Grahana, of all the planets, is a Raja king. Samasta Shuromurti Rashesha. Very, very powerful. But though he is so powerful, still he is also following this instruction. Just Gaya Brahmati. Brahmati, he is traveling by whose order very strictly. Shangrita Kalachakra. Without any mistake, strictly follows his path. He is Govinda. That is a Govinda Madi Purusham Bhajan. Let me worship the Brahma, the Supreme Personality, Govinda, who is the original person and under whose order the sun, which is the king of all planets, is assuming immense power and heat. Raja, Ashesh Teja, Ashesh, unlimited, immense power. What power? What immense power and heat. The sun represents the eye of the Lord and travels its orbit in obedience to his order. The sun is the king of the planets, and the sun rules the planet, which is controlling all other planets by supplying heat and light. How controlling? Due to sunlight, water is evaporating, cloud is forming, wind is blowing, vegetation coming. If no sunshine, everything, nothing will come. Cloud will not clear. And if no sun, there's no heat. Everything will, not only ice, it will minus. So who is living in Titican? So simply by his presence, everything is manifest. in such a way controlling other planets by supplying heat and light. He is rotating under the order of Krishna. And the Lord Krishna originally made Vivasvan his first disciple to understand the science of Bhagavad. The Gita is not, therefore, a speculative treatise for the insignificant mundane scholar, but is a standard book of knowledge coming down from time immemorial. In the Mahabharata, Shanti Parva, we can trace out the history of Gita as follows. There it is mentioned, Teta Jugadu Cha Tato Vivasvan Manave Dadu Manushya Loko Vittartham Shutaksha Kave Dadu Ikshakuna Cha Kotito Beppolokan Avasthita. In the beginning of the millennium known as Teta, the science of the relationship with the Supreme was delivered by Vivasvan to Manu. Manu, being the father of mankind, gave it to his son Maharaja Ikshaku, the king of this earth planet, and therefore of the Raghu dynasty in which Lord Ramchandra appeared. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita existed in human society from the time of Maharaja Ikshaku. At the present moment, we have just passed through 5,000 years of the Kali Yuga, which lasts 432,000 years. Before this, there was Dapur Yuga, 800,000 years, and before that, there was Treta Yuga, 1,200,000 years. Thus, some 2,500,000 years ago, Manu spoke the Bhagavad Gita to his disciple and son Maharaja Ikshaku, the king of this planet Earth. From that, his name was Manav, his son. The age of the current Manu is calculated to last some 305,300,000 years, of which 120,400,000 have passed. How to calculate this? We multiply 4,32,000. That means 400 and 4.3 million into 71 Chaturjo. That is here. And out of that, out of 71, 27 have passed. So that if you calculate 27, is this calculation come. And the difference will come other remaining other up to 71. Accepting that before the birth of Manu, the Gita was spoken by Lord to his disciple, the son God Vivasvan. A rough estimation is that the Gita was spoken at least 120,400,000 years ago. And in human society, it has been extant for 2 million years. It was spoken by the Lord to Arjuna about 5,000 years ago. That is the rough estimation of the history of Gita. According to the Gita itself and according to the version of the speaker, Lord Sri Krishna, it was spoken to the sun god Devashan because he is also a Kshatriya and is the father of all Kshatriyas who are descendants of the sun god or the Shurja Vamsha Kshatriyas. Now, why you should believe? Because Krishna is saying, you first said, oh, so many, same edition is going on. No edition. That is Lord. Is Lord. And some people, oh, it's sentimental faith. No. If I don't understand, it is something is not understandable to me, that does not mean it may not be happen. Lord is not within the boundary of our understanding. If we understand everything, that means Lord is bound within our understanding. So that is not possible. So to understand about God, first you have to understand He is Lord. That is why He is Lord, because He is beyond my understanding. We cannot limit Him within our understanding. If we accept this, then we'll understand something. And if we, okay, those are less intelligent, let them believe. I am an intelligent person, I don't believe. Bhagavad Gita said, Sangshatma vinashyati. If a doubt like that, if someone give one glass of milk, no, I want to taste it is poison or not, without tasting, I'll not drink it. You rascal, you'll not get it. Every time before drinking water, you cannot taste it. Before is inhalation of air, you cannot taste coronavirus is there or not in the air. You cannot taste that. You have to believe. While you are sitting down, you have to believe that earthquake will not come, it will fall down in the head. You have to believe. If you don't believe, Sangshatma Vinashyati will vanish. Because Bhagavad Gita is as good as the Vedas, being spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This knowledge is apurusha, superhuman. Since the Vedic instructions are accepted as they are without human interpretation, the Gita must therefore be accepted without mundane interpretation. The mundane wranglers may speculate on the Gita in their own way, but that is not Bhagavad Gita as it is. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita has to be accepted as it is from the disciplic succession. And it is described here in the Lord is the Sun God, and the Sun God spoke to his son Manu, and Manu spoke to his son Iksha. That is Parampara. Evam parampara praptam imam rajashya vidi. Shakalenam mauta yoganishta param. Evam das parampara, the disciplic succession, praptam, received, imam, this science. And Arjur Shayo, the said livings, Vidu, understood. So, that knowledge, Kalena, in the course of time, Iha means Kalma hota. This God, time is so great. No can stop. Kal is so, Kal is Krishna. So that Kal is not science of one's relationship with the linking process of soul and supers. Nashka, scattered. Here, Prabhupada try to understand the attitude of Prabhupada. Prabhupada is not, normally Nashta means spoiled, destroyed. But Prabhupada, Nashta means scattered. खो गया इंडिया हाँ हारिए গেছে lost. But normal nashta means has destroyed. Knowledge cannot be destroyed. But here nashta means scattered. So Prabhupada had to give so much attention to choosing any letters. Param tapaha. Arjun, subduer of the enemies. Param tap. Param means supreme. Tapa means tap means chastisement. Who can give supreme punishment to his enemies. This supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appeared to be lost. Here also, this appears to be, is not lost. Who had used this word nashta is lost, but it appears to be lost. It is clearly stated that Gita was especially meant for the saintly kings because they are to execute its purpose in ruling over the citizens. And again, it says that why we are reading so slowly? Why are we giving so much emphasis? We read Bhagavad so many times. Why you should read this? Yes. How many times during reading we have thought about Prabhupada's intention here? Prabhupada captured this. Here he put the word scattered, and here the lost word used, but he used it appears to be lost. So what is the more Srila Prabhupada? Also, people cannot doubt about it. Oh, Prabhupada is translating according to his way. Prabhupada should not give that room of suspicion. This clearly stated that it was special for the saint because they ought to execute its purpose in ruling. Certainly, Bhagavad was never meant for the human persons who should interpret problem. So I'm writing it in. Certainly, Bhagavad Gita was never meant for the demoniac persons who dissipate its value for no one's benefit and would devise all types of interpretations according to personal whims. Why they do this type of thing? Want to become famous. They have no interest of Bhagavad Gita. I don't know why this interest is disturbing. I'm reading again. As soon as the original purpose was scattered by the motives of the unscrupulous commentators, there arose the need to reestablish the disciplic succession. 5,000 years ago, it was detected by the Lord himself that the disciplic succession was spoken, and therefore he declared that the purpose of the Gita appeared to be lost. In the same way, at the present moment also, there are so many editions of the Gita, but almost all of them are not according to the authorized disciplic succession. There are innumerable interpretations rendered by different mundane scholars, but almost all of them do not accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, although they make a good business on the words of Sri Krishna. This spirit is demoniac, because demons do not believe in God, but simply enjoy the property of the Supreme. Since there is a great need of an edition of the Bhagavad Gita in English, it is received by the Parampara system. An attempt is made herewith to fulfill this great want. Bhagavad Gita, accepted as it is a great boon to humanity. But if it is accepted as a treatise of philosophical speculation, it is simply a waste of time. Prabhupada is saying, Bhagavad Gita, accepted as it is a great boon to humanity. Prabhupada, why telling about his writing, the great boon of humanity? Prabhupada mean he understood. Yes, this is a great boon. Guru Maharaj said that Prabhupada had that faith. That is why he went at the age of 70 US. Here, this doubt may come. Nashto. See, Prabhupada said, Nashto, the way I explained, Nashto means destroyed. But Prabhupada is not telling why. Because those who are simple-hearted person, why you should pollute them? They will relish it, enjoy it. Why Prabhupada should mention that thing? That is not Prabhupada mentioned. But those rascals will doubt. For them, Prabhupada says, yes, this nashta means scattered, and nashta means appears to be lost. So, this is the great boon of Srila Prabhupada. Rascal like us, for those who are doubters, for them also solution. Those who are innocent, simple, for them also solution. Those who want become simple devotee, want to realize Bhagavad Gita, for them is okay. Those who have a speculative mind, for them also. So many things to research. Hare Krishna. Very slowly, because we read so many times. What is the use of meaning many times? Better read at least one time slowly. to digest, to understand. Prabhupada is telling, simply by reading his book, one will get love of Godhead. So why we should not read with that attitude? How to? Like, it is not that by reading Bhagavad Gita, we will get knowledge and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra will become devotee. Reading Bhagavad Gita, also devotion. It is not waste of time. Oh, read Bhagavad Gita, then do worship of the deities. That is real devotion. Chanting is real devotion. And reading Bhagavad Gita is acquiring knowledge. It's not like that. Reading Prabhupada's Gita is devotion, part of our devotion. Hare Krishna Prabhupada. Bhagavad Gita, it is go to